Okay, we're ready. Anthony?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Anthony? Just, try to keep the
Hi,
time if you
everybody.
can. You got 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We're only going to
Okay.
take 20
You can
minutes
introduce
anyway.
yourself, man. Big round of applause for Anthony.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Firstly, I'd just like to say Guten Morgen, or what time is it in Germany? It's like 4, so Guten Tag.
Almost 4, yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm from the ETC Cooperative. I've been working on ETC since block 1.92 million, mostly as a volunteer, and starting last February, got a job working on it full time, and it's been a really great experience. So I just wanted to present a little on the Kotti testnet and less on the technicals because it is fairly similar to Goerli, but more on what we're trying to do here and why ETC showed up to the GoerliCon party. So, firstly, I wanted to say thank you. I know that there's a lot of you out there who have dedicated a lot of your time to testing, to creating a test net that helps test these smart contracts across multiple clients. This is a well overdue thing. It's going to make everybody's lives a lot easier. I know so many of you have project and the desire to build important things like this, and I think that's absolutely incredible. And you're a really special group of people, so I just wanted to say thank you. And so, firstly, why would ETC Cooperative provide the initial funding for this project? Obviously, I know everybody's volunteering, but it helps when people can get paid for their efforts, as you all deserve to. And there's a couple reasons. Firstly, and most simply, we wanted a reliable testnet for testing smart contracts. We were using a proof of work testnet previously, and while that's great, and there's some things you needed to test, the majority of things, it just creates some friction that is kind of unnecessary. And the second reason is because we wanted to give back to the community. This certainly isn't the first time that ETC has helped on the ETH side of things, or that ETH has helped on the ETC side of things. We all use these tools, and that both communities have contributed towards. And so working together for us was pretty much a no-brainer, and something we want to keep doing in the future. We want to do more and more. We don't want to do less. And so some people might be asking themselves, does ETC even need a test net? Isn't it a dead chain with no users? This is a question that I've probably heard online so much that I've become numb to it. But just for anybody curious, just because I know not everybody has even looked at ETC, we absolutely have developers that work both on the main network itself and dApps that run on top of it, and they need a test net. So we have a bunch of projects from Original Mi to Ethernodes, Saturn Network, P3C, and a dozen or so other projects that ETC Labs just announced that they're incubating. And all of these projects need test nets. Plus, we have lots of solo devs who like to mess around and do fun little things on ETC too. So really, we're really, really excited, and everybody in the community on the ETC side is really happy to have this, to have Kotti working for us now. And, we started the Kotti testnet live, or the pre-testnet live, a couple weeks ago. And yeah, it's going really good now. We have a couple different community groups there. We have ETC Cooperative, ETC Labs, and one or two independent developers all running validators on it. And of course, we're always looking for more validators. Obviously, ETC is a smaller network than ETH. And so if anybody's interested, I would recommend, you run a validator just to get a little bit of insight into the ETC side of things. And if not for ETC, the network, I think it's really good to just expand your perspective and your point of view. Everything that's being built here in this space is vitally important. So having more than one point of view, and the ETC side is a great way to get a different point of view, really gives you a greater level of richness and exposure to the whole space. And so another question that I've seen before is, why would we have a separate testnet? And there's practical reasons. Right now, ETC and ETH, they have slightly different opcodes. And in the future, there may be some other developments that necessitate separate testnet, such as having different precompiles for Merkle inclusion proofs, or a proposal that I've actually submitted for lower gas limits on ETC. I am an ETC small blocker, to temporarily address scaling issues that we're seeing right now with Ethereum clients. And there's other potential things too. So obviously we want to work together as much as possible, but we did need our own testnet for these reasons. And then lastly, like I said, I'm going to keep this short. So if anybody's wondering how we can work together more, there's quite a lot of different ways. Just reach out. 9 times out of 10, the answer is literally something like recompile your contracts and run parity with an extra flag. Or actually, we already use Truffle to create and deploy ETC smart contracts. Or, just point to your client at an ETC RPC node and you're ready to go. And of course, ETC is a smaller community, and it gives you an opportunity to have just a larger impact, while most of the tools that Ethereum uses are still there. And of course, we're happy to answer any questions that you may have. You can always reach out to me. I'm very available on Twitter and via email. That's my Twitter and email there. And also one of our main chat channels is Discord, so you could always join that if you had any questions. And yeah, if you need anything, obviously reach out to me. And once again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Any questions for Anthony? Okay, we got a question for you, Anthony.
Is Darcy Reno also on your team still? Hello?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Will you still work with Darcy Reno? Or Reno, or how he was named? I had contact a while ago, and he seemed to me as he was lead developer of ETC.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
The question was if you're still working with Darcy Reno, or if you working with them.
Oh, no, unfortunately, Darcy left. There was some drama in the community. Darcy's a great guy. He really, over the past year, had really whipped together a great team of developers that they're now most of those developers are still on ETC. They're working under ETC Labs core now. But yeah, Darcy's no longer on ETC.
Thank you for joining us, Anthony.
All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day.
Yes.